Hi, I'm Jordan Rudess, and it's my pleasure to be here in front of one of my very favorite instruments, the korg oasys. And the oasys came to me in a very interesting way. Actually, I was caught up kind of in a very expanding rig live. I kept on adding different synthesizers to my rig, trying to get the sounds I want, trying to make it possible. There was a lot of complication going on, like I wanted to be able to have all my sounds speak very individually. I was very concerned about playing like organ parts and having a rotary simulation and having that be a separate thing from some of the other parts I was playing, having some heavy sounds and having like massive distortion on sounds and not having the other sounds I was playing distorted. So what was happening with my gear in general is I kept on adding racks to it. One day I was talking to one of my friends, and I heard rumor as to this product that Korg was making, and of course this now has turned into the Korg Oasys. And this instrument has been a real dream come true for me. Never before has there been one instrument that I could put kind of like my entire world into and expect it to do the right thing. And the Oasys is this grand, powerful instrument that really takes whatever I can think of and allows me to materialize it on the instrument. It doesn't matter if it's like the heaviest sound that I need in dream theater, like this kind of thing, or whether it's something really light and spacey where I have to use a controller to kind of massage the sound. In this case, just moving this knob and actually having the reverse reverb come in a really heavy way. Or if it's something that's very orchestral. Or one of my wild leads that has a lot of feedback and wah and... In this case, with my lead, I'm able to use the joystick, which goes left and right, but also forward and back. And I can get some really, really cool harmonics going, so I can play a note like, and then move the joystick forward and move the joystick back towards me. And actually use my switches to bring in different harmonics. It's the seventh, the major third, or this one, the fifth, the higher octave. So and I'm using a pedal actually to control the wah-wah sound. And while I'm on that, actually, what I do in general with my bending is I will take the joystick and I'll make it so it bends up a whole step and down an octave. That way, as I'm playing, I can, do like the whammy bar thing, the guitar thing, or I can just like slide into the note at varying degrees, like. Or just crazy effects like. And I've got the ribbon set up so I can add a little grunge. So there's a lot going on and a lot of expression there. It really is pretty amazing. So no matter what I need to do, whether it's the most subtle thing or something that's really extreme and heavy, this instrument can do it. And one of the reasons technically that this instrument can do that type of thing is, well, this instrument offers the ability to have up to 16 different zones, 16 different sounds all at the same time. So when I play a sound like, let's take this one. from Spirit Carries On, like, turn the volume up a little bit, this sound. Like, this is a really, really complex sound. It's something that I've never really been able to pull off on one keyboard before and have it speak this way. And the reason is because you have so many different effects in the instrument. You can route all your different sounds to the different effects and have everything really separated out. So if you have like the organ sounds, which I programmed in this lower section of the keyboard, and I've got my rotary speaker, if I just move the joystick a little. And that's its own, separate world there, so the rotary won't affect anything else. A little piano, a little more piano. So these are just the elements that are within this sound. I've got torus bass elements, so as I play the chord, actually some notes are programmed to not have the torus, so they would, if I'm going to play a chord on the torus bass pedal, it's not going to sound good. So one of the things that's great is I can actually assign the particular torus note to a particular key. So the fact that there are so many zones, I can say, oh, I want the torus on this G, I want the torus on this B, and not on the middle note. So that's one of the things that having this many layers really opens up. So you've got torus, you've got different vocal sounds in here. So all together it just creates this. And what I'll do on the Oasis is I'll actually go through the extra button presses to make things happen. Like if I'm running a string sound or a vocal sound, I'll take that vocal sound, I'll put it through a reverb. And then I'll take my string sound and I'll put it through a different reverb and maybe a different harmonic chorus, just so they don't have to share things together. Because what happens on a lot of keyboards that can play layers is that they'll run through the same process and then they'll start sounding, a little bit weird or fake, or they won't have the breadth that the Oasis can maintain. So for me, the ability to run sounds through so many different effects is all about allowing the sounds to really speak. So this instrument has been an amazing solution for me. Basically what I do, especially now that we're ready to go on tour, is I'll sit at home in my studio and do pre-production and figure out how to take the 15 different instruments, soft synths, hard synths, all the things I do, and bring them all into an Oasis focus point and make it happen right here. And that job is it's an amazing task, and it's fun and it's challenging, but this is the instrument for it. So let's get a little bit deeper into it.